I should have known the Jedi was evil. Anakin, Chancellor, Palpatine is evil. I feel like very singy songy. That's a weirdest thing. I'm feeling very songy, which is attributed to happiness. But the songs that I'm listening to are depressing songs, right? So is it my way of exerting the passive emotion that I have? I don't know. You know, we're talking about making content. It's waking up a lot of trauma that I never faced because I never talked about it, right? It's like these people, right, that are midlife crisis. I think midlife crisis is a perfect example of that. I think midlife crisis, and again, I'm not a shrink. I don't know, but I think for me, it's possibly people that have been dealing with shit their whole life, that are happy, and are finally mature enough to realize, like, yo, after my life is done, I suffered. After my life, I want to heal. Can I heal? That's why people do crazy stuff, right? Or even a chick is gonna have a breakup. You're gonna cut her hair, right? And you see that a lot. You see a lot of girls that get their hair cut, right? And you're like, why? Well, the answer in my eyes is actually quite simple. Um, Long hair requires maintenance, but it's not that. It's more so that the girl seeing a picture of her with the guy that she just broke up with, and then she sees the long hair and she's like, oh, I don't like this person, or I don't like reminding myself of that. So they go through this transformation, you know. Now nowadays it's as easy to get a haircut as it is easy to get chirurgical procedure, right? But the haircut is still the simplest way of I want to make over, you know. Again, weirdly speaking, a makeover is a pretty freaking good, really, really, really good way of seeing things. I didn't care about how I looked yesterday. I thought I looked kind of good. But now, we're. I don't care about how I looked yesterday. But now we're having a. I'm not gonna be able to work. I don't care about how I looked yesterday, but now that we have a depression, well, not depression, but now that I woke up, I have to change the way I look, right? So why didn't you change it yesterday? Well, why today, right? Well, because it's a traumatic response to a traumatic event. I.e., I broke up, I cut my hair, right? Super simple. Now, funny thing is, I had a friend of mine yesterday, and she's like, hey, it's time to cut your hair, right? And she said it as a joke, so I don't mind. But at the same time, I was like, dude, if you knew how much I'm piling up, if you knew the weight I had on my shoulder, if you knew how much shit I was going through daily, hair is my last problem, right? And then it dawned upon me, like, when I started losing weight, a lot of people were like, yo, I'm so glad that you're losing weight. And it's like, well, you know, you think that I need to lose weight before, but you didn't tell me, right? And I'm getting comments like, hey, and yesterday I posted an old video because I was depressed. Which I tend to do when I'm depressed. I'll post old video. So then people were like, "Hey, your hair looks good, long and short." And I was like, "Dude, I didn't cut my hair, you know." And that's why I tend to speak about the date every single time. But people don't register the date, and that's okay. That's okay, right? But yeah, so it's a constant state of depression, and the biggest fear about that, the biggest fear, it's actually quite simple. The biggest fear is this is the new norm. I'm so used to being depressed that when I'm depressed, it feels normal. I'm so used to feeling happy that when I'm not happy, something is wrong, right? You're so used to a specific emotion that you become a dumbass and forget all of the other emotion, right? And that's pretty much it. So we're living with mild depression. But admitting it is the first road to recovery. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. It's your blink. Welcome to the Look Up Show. We're doing well on this 23rd April 2025. Today we're going to make a bit of content. Let's talk about Night Stroll. So you guys have possibly noticed the weather around me, which is absolutely insane. that you're watching a video and like it would say, "Yo, weather is nice right now, dude." And of course, it's a result of us having. I'm a bit weird today because I'm feeling a bit depressed today. So that's what you're gonna be telling, and this is the subject in itself. It's a crazy video to do. So yeah, so you know, you see the weather that's getting better, and like, dude, you can be able to restart the summer content. And the summer content is what? Well, summer content is a lot of videos on the balcony, but it's also night stroll and oh my god, this is a crazy video to do. It's also night stroll and going on my skateboard and just having fun, right? I wrote this idea down 2 days ago. 2 days ago. So not a week ago, not a month ago, 2 days ago. Yesterday we were able to go to the government to contest a bill of 13,000 that I'm supposed to pay, right? And I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but it doesn't look good, right? And now this creeping feeling of depression is slowly crawling